What specific problem does the proposed method aim to solve according to the paper?
The proposed method aims to solve the problem of enhancing clinical reasoning, multimodal understanding, and long context processing capabilities in the medical domain. Specifically, the method focuses on improving the performance of large language models, LLMs, and large multimodal models, LMMs, in tasks such as medical question answering, radiology report generation, and diagnostic dialogue. The goal is to assist clinicians in synthesizing complex information from diverse sources, including electronic health records, medical images, and web search results, to make more accurate and reliable clinical decisions. Additionally, the method aims to address challenges such as handling specialized medical modalities, integrating up-to-date medical information, and improving collaboration with clinicians. By fine-tuning and specializing the Gemini models for medicine, the method seeks to provide more intuitive and helpful assistive tools for clinicians and patients, ultimately improving the quality of care delivery in the medical field.
How does the proposed method or algorithm work? Illustrate step by step.
The proposed method, Gemini, works by building upon the Gemini models to enhance clinical reasoning, multimodal understanding, and long context processing in the medical domain. The process involves several key steps. 1. Advanced reasoning via self-training and web search integration. Gemini L1. 0 is fine-tuned using self-training methods on the Gemini 1. 0 Ultra model to improve the model's ability to issue web search queries when uncertain and integrate the results to generate accurate answers for medical queries. 2. Multimodal understanding via fine-tuning and customized encoders. Gemini M1. 5 is introduced by fine-tuning the Gemini 1. 5 Pro model on a suite of multimodal medical datasets. This step involves adapting the model to novel medical modalities using specialized encoders. 3. Long context processing with chain of reasoning, Gemini M1. 5 is configured for long context processing tasks, such as analyzing lengthy electronic health records, EHRs, and medical instructional videos. The model utilizes a two-step chain of reasoning approach to retrieve and reason over large amounts of fine-grained information. 4. Evaluation. The performance of Gemini is rigorously evaluated across a wide range of medical benchmarks, including text-based reasoning, multimodal tasks, and long context processing tasks. The evaluation includes tasks such as medical question answering, clinical dialogue, and video understanding to showcase the model's capabilities. 5. Responsible AI considerations. Throughout the development process, the principles of fairness, privacy, equity, transparency, and accountability are integrated to ensure responsible AI practices. The model's performance is assessed with a focus on mitigating biases and ensuring ethical use in real-world clinical workflows. Overall, Gemini leverages the strengths of the Gemini models and introduces specialized fine-tuning, multimodal understanding, and long context processing capabilities to address complex medical tasks and enhance the efficiency and accuracy of clinical decision-making processes.
What are the theoretical or practical benefits of using this method according to the paper?
The theoretical and practical benefits of using the Gemini method, as outlined in the paper, are significant. The method demonstrates advancements in clinical reasoning, multimodal understanding, and long context processing within the medical domain. The model's strong performance across a diverse range of 25 tasks spanning 14 medical benchmarks showcases its potential for real-world utility. The method's ability to integrate web search presents possibilities for providing factually accurate and reliable answers to medical queries. The multimodal conversational capabilities of Gemini show promise for natural interactions between people, clinicians, and AI systems, aiding in clinical decision-making and patient care. The long context processing capabilities open up new performance frontiers and novel application possibilities, such as efficiently extracting crucial information from vast amounts of patient data in electronic health records. Additionally, the method's potential for reducing cognitive load for clinicians, enhancing efficiency, and improving access to the latest findings in genomics and biomedical research highlights its practical benefits for healthcare professionals and researchers.
How is the method validated or tested according to the paper?
The method is validated and tested in the paper through a comprehensive evaluation across a wide range of medical benchmarks, including 25 tasks spanning 14 medical benchmarks. The validation process includes assessing the model's performance on text-based reasoning tasks such as MED-QA, USMLE, NEJM Clinico, pathological conferences, NEJM CPC, and gene Turing. The model's capabilities in multimodal understanding are evaluated on 7 multimodal visual question answering (VQA) benchmarks, including both in distribution and out-of-distribution datasets. Additionally, the long context processing capabilities of the model are tested on tasks such as long unstructured EHR notes understanding, medical instructional video question answering, and critical view of safety (CVS) assessment of surgical videos. The validation process involves quantitative assessments of model performance, such as accuracy, F1 score, and IOU, as well as qualitative evaluations through expert comparisons and demonstrations of the model's capabilities in various medical scenarios. The paper also highlights the importance of rigorous evaluation beyond benchmarks, emphasizing the need for real-world applications and considerations of responsible AI principles, including fairness, privacy, equity, transparency, and accountability. The validation process aims to demonstrate the model's advancements in clinical reasoning, multimodal understanding, and long context processing within the medical domain, showcasing its potential for real-world utility while acknowledging the need for further research and validation before deployment at scale.
What results were achieved with this new method according to the paper?
The paper showcases the achievements of Gemini, a new family of multimodal medical models built upon the Gemini models. The results demonstrate significant advancements in clinical reasoning, multimodal understanding, and long context processing within the medical domain. Gemini L1.0 achieved a new state-of-the-art SOTA performance on the MED-QA USMLE benchmark, surpassing previous models by a significant margin. The model also outperformed on the NEJM Clinico, pathological conferences, NEJM CPC, and the gene Turing benchmarks. Additionally, Gemini M1.5 demonstrated SOTA performance on various multimodal visual question answering VQA benchmarks, including PAD, UFES20, SLAKE, VQA, PATH, VQA, and ECG-QA. The models also excelled in long context tasks, such as the needle in a haystack EHR understanding, medical instructional video question answering, and the critical view of safety CVS assessment of surgical video tasks. Furthermore, Gemini M1.5 showcased promising capabilities in biomedical research by summarizing complex research articles on genetic associations with obesity. Overall, the results highlight the potential of Gemini models in advancing medical AI by improving clinical reasoning, multimodal understanding, and long context processing for various medical applications.
What are the limitations or drawbacks of the proposed method according to the paper?
The limitations or drawbacks of the proposed method as outlined in the paper include the following. 1. Dataset limitations. The paper acknowledges that many benchmarks used in the evaluation have limitations in terms of dataset size and quality. This can impact the interpretation and generalization of model performance, highlighting the need for careful consideration of dataset characteristics. 2. Missing information in benchmarks. The MED-QA USMLE benchmark, a popular benchmark for medical question answering, was found to have approximately 4% of questions with missing information. This can affect the model's performance and the reliability of benchmark results. 3. Label errors. The paper also notes that around 3% of questions in the MED-QA USMLE benchmark potentially have labeling errors. This can lead to incorrect training signals for the model and impact its performance. 4. Ambiguity in questions. Another issue identified in the MED-QA USMLE benchmark is that around 25% of questions are ambiguous, allowing for multiple correct answers. This ambiguity can lead to challenges in training and evaluating the model accurately. 5. Model performance variability. The paper mentions that there is some variability in the model's responses depending on the prompt given. This variability can impact the consistency and reliability of the model's outputs in real-world applications. 6. Risk of bias and inequity. The paper highlights the importance of considering biases and inequities that may be present in the model's outputs, especially in healthcare applications. Addressing these issues is crucial to ensure fair and unbiased outcomes. 7. Privacy and ethical concerns. The integration of responsible AI principles, including privacy, equity, transparency, and accountability, is emphasized as essential for the ethical development and deployment of AI models in healthcare settings. 8. Generalization to real-world use cases. While the paper demonstrates promising capabilities of the model in various tasks, further research and validation are needed to assess the model's performance in real-world clinical workflows. This gap between benchmark performance and real-world utility needs to be addressed for practical deployment. 9. Complexity of bias mitigation. The paper acknowledges that mitigating biases in AI systems, especially in complex multimodal settings, is a challenging technical problem that requires ongoing research and development efforts. 10. Evaluation beyond benchmarks. The paper emphasizes the importance of rigorous evaluation beyond benchmarks to assess the model's impact on equity, fairness, and safety in real-world healthcare environments. This comprehensive evaluation is crucial for ensuring the model's effectiveness and reliability in practical applications.
What future work do the authors suggest in the paper?
The authors suggest several areas for future work in the paper. They recommend further exploration of specialized web search integration to ensure the retrieval of accurate and relevant information from authoritative medical sources. Additionally, they propose investigating the capabilities of smaller language models to utilize web search effectively. The authors also highlight the need for rigorous evaluation beyond benchmarks to assess the real-world impact of the models in clinical workflows, considering factors such as equity, fairness, and safety. Furthermore, they suggest exploring the responsible AI principles throughout the model development process, focusing on fairness, privacy, equity, transparency, and accountability. The authors emphasize the importance of addressing biases that may arise in various aspects of the model capabilities, such as in-context learning, search integration, multimodal understanding, and fine-tuning with customized data encoders. They also recommend a deep intersectional analysis of impact to ensure the models do not unintentionally reflect or amplify historical biases and inequities. Lastly, the authors propose further research to integrate responsible AI principles and address potential biases to enhance the model's accessibility and mitigate prior issues, ultimately improving the model's utility and impact in healthcare settings.